All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Are you ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Richmond Raceway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series heads to Richmond Raceway tonight. 140 laps at a hugely fun track. It's race number 9, a little short track action here tonight, and the season is winding down, and the points battle is tight. We've got what it takes, man, to tame this D-shaped short track. There's only one way to find out, and that is hang out right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, it's Richmond Raceway tonight, 140 laps, a very tough track, but a lot of fun. We got a lot of drivers here tonight, and somebody is going to come out on top. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. Got a good turnout here at Richmond Raceway. A lot of guys like this track, man. It is a fun one. Big field. A lot of great drivers out here tonight. You know, Richmond, a very, very fun track. So excited for this race, that's for sure. Great little track here at Richmond Raceway. Take a look at the track here at Richmond. 3/4 of a mile in length. That's 1.21 kilometers. For you folks who use the metric system. 14 degrees in the banking in the turns, 8 degrees of banking on the front stretch, and that is just a big sweeping turn there from turn 4 to 1, and 8 degrees of banking there, 2 degrees of banking on the back stretch, and again, this D-shaped oval will just reach out and bite you. Love this track though, man. A lot of fun here at Richmond, Virginia, Richmond International Raceway. It's going to be a very, very fun race tonight, I think. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server or maybe even a website online store, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. This is where we have our website, as well as the rFactor 2 servers that we run for HORL. And again, this is highoctaneracing.net. Head on over there to our website. Check it out. Get updates on points. Also, who's running what throughout the week. And then, of course, a quick link to TurnLeftTV if you'd like to join us. You want to join us, you can join us on Discord by using that quick link as well. Again, thanks so much for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. This is TurnLeftTV, and this is the Buschwackers Series. Great series here, and Richmond is a fun track. Actually, it's supposed to be 150 laps, I believe, here tonight. Man, I got to get things straight. Race number 9 of 10, of course. Again, a fun little track here to hit these guys square in the jaw tonight. Saturday Showdown Series headed your way tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, it's race number 5 of the season, and it is Watkins Glenn. So one of 2 road courses on the season scheduled this year in the or this season in the Saturday Showdown Series. And Watkins Glenn's going to be a fun one, man. In these cars, I had it out, had these cars out doing some laps just to get an idea of what this track was going to be like with this mod in the 2018 X mod, and a lot of fun. Really is a lot of fun. 40 lap race coming your way. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow, March the 19th. Getting some of our good buddies here joining us in the chat session. Givaldo joining us. He's always the first one in here, man. Always appreciate Givaldo's support. Figure out what music I want to play. Doing so many things here at once. Sometimes I apologize for that. But Givaldo joining us in here. This is another great broadcast. TurnLeftTV, and good hopes everybody has a great race here at Richmond. Jim Willis joining us in here. Howdy from the Coyote. About that. Claudio Bardelli Jr. In here as well. Good to see those guys. One of our loyal HORL members. Claudio, man, I tell you what, that guy does some racing throughout the week too. A lot of racing. This guy just gets in all kinds of sims and races. I'm always seeing him logged in racing something. That guy just eats, sleeps, and drinks racing. Claudio Bardelli Jr., and I'll tell you, he has got a good shot of winning the championship as well. Getting ready to go over to the qualification session. We take a look at the schedule here in the. Actually, we'll advertise Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Atlanta Motor Speedway, 120 laps, race number 7. This should be a fun race. Love Atlanta, man. I'm going to be out here on the track, so this is Beat the Broadcaster night. If you're interested in coming out and beating up on the broadcaster, if he says something bad about you on the broadcast, that's me, yours truly. Come on out, man. Love to have you. Very fun, storied series. Been part of this for 21 years. The Saturday Night Thunder at High Octane Racing League since it started, man. Really, we're running pickup races on Saturday nights and then transitioned into points races in the Saturday Night Thunder and never looked back. So that's Atlanta Motor Speedway headed your way in the Cup Series, race number 7 of the season, 120 laps from Atlanta tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. We've had a great season, really. And highlight of the season really was on February 25th with the inaugural Busted Knuckles 125 Phoenix Raceway. And we're going to do that every year. And definitely miss our friend Lauren Stopperworth. And we'll be racing the Phoenix track every year in honor of him. Just on or around that February 25th time frame. So that was a great one, and it's really been a great season. We've had some great races, and you see a great mix of tracks there, some super speedways, a lot of short tracks this season, and Richmond not going to disappoint, man. 150 laps here tonight. Should be a lot of fun. Take a look at Ed Palumbo's qualification attempt. That mellow yellow sponsor machine, Todd Robillard, top time 20.259. He loves this track, man. He's going to be tight up front, I'm sure. Paul Brown currently second at 77. Ed Palumbo's a 20.556. Right now, sixth on the grid. Let's see what lap number 2 does for him. His 54 car. .834 on that second lap there for Ed Palumbo. Dan Richter, 65 car. He's riding high there on the big Purdue victory today. 20.715 is Dan Richter's second lap. Currently sixth on the grid. '91 car, Claudio Bardelli Jr. His qualification attempt. Things happen in a hurry at this track, man, I'll tell you. 20.367, good run there here for Claudio Bardelli Jr., currently fourth on the grid. What's going to be lap number 2 for this guy? That's 20.616, fourth on the grid for Claudio Bardelli Jr. How about Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car? Target time 20.259. Thiago Gomez still needs to qualify as well. Look at that, 21.315. Spindler right now 15th on the grid. And Thiago Gomez in the 9X machine. 20.259 is the target time. 20.773, pretty good run there for Gomez, but he's 15th on the grid. 20.773 out of that 9X machine. Look at Jesus Iglesias, what about him, man? That 22 car. Let's keep our eye on the Orange Crush sponsored Chevy Camaro, 21.231. He's got a little work to do here on lap number 2. Let's see where this 22 car ends up on lap number 2. Scrubbing off a little bit of speed there coming off the turn. And I think he is not probably going to be super happy with that lap. Looks like he called that off. So Iglesias 15th on the grid with his qualification attempt. So these guys will do the driver's meeting here in the last few minutes of the qualification session. And again, thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. 150 lap race here tonight at Richmond. Race number 9 of 10. We've got just one race to go, and that's Kansas next week, and we're going to crown the champion. And we have a points battle for the ages going on right now. Let's take a look at the points battle coming into tonight's race. Look at this. With 2 races to go, look at that top 3 right there, separated by 2 points. Dustin Hassel sits on top. Claudio Bargello Jr. just breathing down his neck. Tim Lansbury right there in that Skyline Chili crew sits in the 3rd position. Ed Palumbo within striking distance too, man. He is just 6 points out of the race lead, or out of the points lead at 268 points. Paul Brown is 5th. Sean Jacobs 6th. Givaldo Spindola is 7th. Todd Robillard 8th. John Stanley 9th. Christian Wilson 10th in points coming into tonight's race. Take a look at the position 11 through 20. Art Vieta, Thiago Gomez, Jomar Peixoto, Lucas Sinfoner, and Jesus Iglesias at top 15. Gary Madu, Kent Thomas, Jim Willis, Zach Muncasey, and Chris Hughes rounding out the top 20. So a tight points battle coming into tonight, that's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I don't know who's going to win this race, but I do know that this is going to be a very, very fun battle to watch. This track can get a little slick, and it's a little tough, I think, at least from my perspective. Coming down that straightaway, heading into turn 1, man, that thing is a bear to handle. So you're going to have to be patient. You see some guys, I think, trying to do that on the inside line, and I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I think the midline is the place to be, maybe the high line down to the midline. So a very tough track, fun track. And again, thanks for coming in. Hey, look at this, man. The dark overlay's back. I updated OBS, and now it's back. How about that? Wow, I'm back in business. Hey, thanks for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. And if you haven't subscribed, it's right there, man. Share my videos with all your friends. Any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos, you're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks that come in to watch the races. I really do mean that. I definitely go back and see how many views I've gotten, how many thumbs up I've gotten. And also, if you haven't subscribed, man, hit that subscribe button. And then please, tell your friends about TurnLeftTV and have them hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to make a donation to me, then you can click on the donate button right up there in the banner of the channel, and that'll help me out there. Thanks to all those folks who do donate. And then also down in the description of this race, I've got some links over to the Fanatec website. I'm an affiliate through them, and if you'd like to purchase something through them, please use my links. At least go over there and check out, see what they have, man. Prices are going to be going up here pretty soon, so I just got information about that. There was an announcement there. So you definitely want to, if you're going to jump on something, you want to jump on it here pretty soon. And again, thanks to all those folks who have used those links and helped me out here at TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate that. Man, we got a good race here for you tonight. Tons of races for you to check out down there. And we got some new stuff up our sleeve. Keep your eyes open, so we might have some more racing headed your way, some new stuff. So, again, bring your folks in here, bring your peeps in here to subscribe to the channel, and we can get lively in the chat session. Always love folks coming in and watching the races, too. Thanks for supporting TurnLeftTV, and let's get this party started. All right, the keys to the race here tonight. Turn one. Turn one. Turn one. Got to be careful, man. Don't overdrive it because you're going to be in big trouble if you overdrive it. Save your tires, man. If you have, it looks like I think we're going to have some long green flag runs here, and if we do, you're going to want to save your tires. If not, you're going to be in big trouble, and you're going to be in misery the rest of that run, or at least whatever you can last. Patience, man. You got to be really patient at this track. Again, don't overdrive the thing, but you got to be really patient. You're going to be around guys all night long. A lot of traffic here, and racing can get tight. And then lastly, did I mention turn one? I think I did. Turn one. Make sure you're careful when you go into turn one, man, because this thing will get loose and get away from you in a hurry. So those are my keys to the race here tonight. I think it's all about turn one, really, and saving those tires. Thanks for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. We got some great racing headed your way. Let's get this party started. So we had about 3.5 minutes left in the warm-up session. 18 drivers joining us in here tonight. This is a great race. Great track, great series, and of course, a great broadcaster. I love High Octane Racing League. I've been a member of High Octane Racing League since 2001, just after they started. They switched over to Papyrus from NASCAR Heath. And now running the league, and of course running this broadcasting outfit as well. If you'd like to join us at High Octane Racing League, you can click on the link on to Discord, our Discord in the description of this race. But anyway, we got a great one here for you. I'm your broadcaster commentator, Heath Johnson, and this is Richmond in the Buschwackers series. So you get about a little under a minute and a half left to go in the warm-up session. Guys getting their final adjustments in. Take a look at Dana Grover joining us for the first time. He'll be in the 8X car. Dana obviously had some racing experience. And I'm seeing some good things here on this out of this car here in the practice session and also in this warm-up session. So excited to see Dana out here tonight and welcome Dana. And then I think Jack's going to be Dana's friend's going to be joining us. Jack, maybe a little GT3 racing, maybe some stock car racing. Who knows? Maybe a little. Looks like Dana's getting a little Skyline Chili paint there on that 8X car. All righty, here we go.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All righty, it's Richmond tonight. It's a night race. That's right. Did you know that? Yeah, I think I said it. All right, we'll take a look at the starting order here at Richmond. Todd Robillard in the 90 qualifies in P1. Paul Brown in the 77 qualifies second. Craig Marizon qualifies in the third position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 qualifies fourth. Qualifying in the fifth position is Preston Hassel in the 27. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in the sixth position. In seventh with Dan Richter in the 65. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is Ed Palumbo in the 54. Tim Lansbury in that 82 car starts in the 10th position. Tony Furtado in the 9 car will start 11th. Chris Hughes starts in the 7th position. The 12th position. Dana Grover starts in 13th. Thiago Gomez starts 14th. Jesus Iglesias will start in the 15th position. Givaldo Spindola in the 68 car starts in 16th. Jomar Peixoto in the 3X starts 17th. And in 18th is the 88 of Will Dunbar. A little dark there in part of the track. He's going to have to, there was lights figured out, I think. A little bit dark right there. That we can handle, I guess. Lights are out on the pace car. So 18 drivers, and man, it's going to be crazy here on this start here. Just be patient. The 90 car going to lead this field to take the green flag. Here we go. Green flag here at Richmond. Around turn 2 at Todd Robillard down the backstretch. Inches ahead of that 77 car. The 90 out to the race lead. 77, Paul Brown in second. Good battle back there in the middle of the pack of Ed Palumbo. He's in that 54 car. On board here with him. Looking ahead at that 53, Jim Willis. Ed Palumbo there trying to get a handle on AC working at wheel. Sean Jacobs in the 24 up on the outside line here. Good battle here between the 54 and the 24. 54 holding on to that spot. 24, Sean Jacobs running in the 9th position. Tony Furtado starting to work that inside line, that 9 car. At Valvoline sponsor machine down below the 24. Sean Jacobs up high. You see that 9. Tony Furtado trying to make a move here. Said he likes this track, man. So look for Tony Furtado to make some noise here tonight. Now picking up the 9th position. He's now below the 53 car. Looking to make some moves on Jim Willis. Hard to pass here. Oh, they're 3 wide almost right there. 24 looked like he wanted to split the difference. He holds off at 53. Jim Willis up on the high side. Holy smokes. Todd Robillard continuing to lead. Sorry, I had to monitor the chat in the TeamSpeak. Had some bot coming in there. As a 90 of Todd Robillard, the leader. 77, Paul Brown in second. Craig Marizon in the 2X car. He's running in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 4th. Preston Hassel is in 5th. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in the 82 car. He right now running in the 12th position. He is in that points hunt for a championship. So this Skyline Chili Mustang, look to see him up front here as this race goes on. He likes these long green flag runs. This is where the 82 car really shines. Dana Grover on the inside of Jim Willis. Willis in that 53. Dana Grover running the 8X in his first race out. Down on the inside line and pulls off that pass. Looking out of the back of Dana Grover's machine, you see Jim Willis in that 53 car. Thiago Gomez, Will Dunbar getting after it right now as well. Good side-by-side battle there. Will Dunbar in the 88 car as looks like Thiago Gomez backs off for now. That 88 holding on to that spot, staying in the 13th position. Excuse me, the 15th position. Look at this, the 7 car, Chris Hughes and Tony Furtado in the 9, battling it out. This 7 car now trying to make this pass. He's going to get by as Tony Furtado tucks in. He's going to try to do a crossover move right now. The 9 car going down to the inside line. He wants that spot back. He realizes how important track position is. Chris Hughes up on this outside line. Not a lot of room for him, but I'll tell you what, how did the 9 car pull off that pass right there? Great spotter work in that 9 crew, pull off that pass. Now back to the 8th position is Tony Furtado, so these guys swapping positions. Thiago Gomez in this mix as well. Or excuse me, Jesus Iglesias in this mix. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias in the 22. He's down below. Oh, they're going 3 wide. Jesus taking 3 wide. Oh, Chris Hughes wisely backs off as Iglesias gets around. Holy smokes. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola and Thiago Gomez. These guys racing together here, running in 16th and 17th. 68 car, Givaldo Spindola gets around the 9X and taking over that 16th position. Sean Jacobs in the 24, down below the 9 car. Sean Jacobs getting around the 9 of Tony Furtado. This 24 Western Auto sponsor machine now up to the 10th position. Just got back from Florida from watching his kid play baseball down there. It's going to be, I think, the West Virginia, I believe, here in the next little bit. The next round of games, he's now vying for 9th position, getting around Chris Hughes on the inside. So now a good pass right there by the 24 car, getting around Chris Hughes. 24 backing off, letting him go. It's getting interesting here. Todd Robillard out to the race lead, but I'll tell you what, he's got a battle now for the race lead with the 77. Paul Brown to the inside line. So the 90 of Todd Robillard up on the outside line. Paul Brown using this inside line. Paul Brown inches ahead and is going to pick up this spot. Now Todd Robillard falls back to the 2nd position. We got a change in the race lead, and that is Paul Brown in the 77. Tim Lansbury now battling Tony Furtado. Lansbury in the 82 getting around Tony Furtado. So this Skyline Chili Mustang, Tim Lansbury, one of our New York drivers, now picking up another spot. He's now in the 11th position, now in 10th. Take a look at Dan Richter here in the 65 car, the 27. Preston Hassel just ahead of him, that AMD sponsor machine. A couple of Mustangs here battling it out. Preston Hassel, one of our New Hampshire drivers, on board here with Dan Richter, one of our Indiana drivers. This guy's running behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. You're looking at P5 and P6. Lansbury continuing to move forward here as he's now below that 22. Jesus Iglesias, Tim Lansbury in the 82, getting by Jesus Iglesias. See Jesus there trying to take this spot back down below, and that Lansbury slamming the door right there on Jesus Iglesias. Going to leave the high side open for Tony Furtado. Iglesias and Furtado here battling it out. Iglesias in that Chevy Camaro and that Orange Crush sponsor machine. The 9 of Tony Furtado trying to find a way to get around. He's in a Camaro as well. A couple Camaros here battling it out. Furtado in that 9. Oh, a little paint rubbing right there. Little paint rubbing, but he ends up pulling off that pass. Hurtado now back up to the 10th position. Jesus Iglesias back to 11th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. leading this little pack of three. This 91 car. And these guys have reeled him in a little bit. So the 91 going down to the inside line. That's going to leave that outside line open for the 27. Is he going to be able to slip up there and get by? Good tight battle here through the tri-oval into turn one. The 91 has the advantage there. A little bit of heat coming into those tires, drifting up north as the 27 looking on the low side. He backs off. A great battle here between the 91 and the 27. We got a battle here with the 2X machine. And the 90 of Todd Robillard. 2X is driven tonight by Craig Marazon. He's going to get by, so great job there. The 2X car pulls off that pass. Dana Grover here continuing to make some moves. Now battling Chris Hughes, and that's 7 cars, so the 8X now making some moves. Dana Grover getting by Chris Hughes, taking over the 12th position. So good debut here by this 8X, showing some definitely some experience here at running some definitely sim racing in general, but running these stock cars at a very tough track, man. This is trial by fire here, man. I'll tell you what, this is a tough track. We've been caution free. We're 29 laps in. Look at this. Preston Hassel finally getting a nose underneath the 91 car. 27 now gets by the 91. Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's got a whole lot of Dan Richter there looking on the low side. Dan Richter in that Mustang. That Boom Boo Rum sponsor machine. He's walking on cloud 9. Purdue got a big win today in that tournament, so Dan Richter, Purdue alum. And, good battle there with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Dan Richter going to pick up the 5th position as Bardelli Jr. back to 6th. Great battling here. 31 laps in. These guys are having a great battle as the 77 is the race leader. Jim Willis here now catching up to this 8X machine, the 53. Jim Willis starting to make some moves here. Oh, Dana Grover inches up to the high side there. Looked like some moves there to let the 53 go by. So Jim Willis in the 53 car gets by in that Black Rifle Coffee Company machine. Saving tires, and now you're starting to see a little strength out of that 53 car. He's on fresher tires because he's kind of been patient here early in the run. Now closing in on Jesus Iglesias. Take a look at this, the 88 Will Dunbar, that's Salesforce sponsor machine. Getting around Chris Hughes, taking over the 14th position. And Will Dunbar really didn't get a lot of practice in tonight. He had a big race yesterday, I believe it was, in the GT3 series. And had a little sprint race and a little bit longer race. After that, it was interesting to watch that. I enjoyed watching Will Dunbar riding in that Lamborghini in iRacing. Sean Jacobs and Ed Palumbo here battling it out. The 24 down to the inside line. Couple Camaros here swapping some paint a little bit. Oh, man, drifted up off that line. Almost got into that 54 car, pulls off that pass. Ed Palumbo now falling back to the 8th position, and Sean Jacobs up to 7th. 22 into 53. See the 53 going to the outside line. Jesus Iglesias down to the inside line. Jesus maybe used up those tires a little bit. Jim Willis in the 53 now getting by and picking up the 11th position as Jesus now going to have to battle Dana Grover. Oh, and there's contact there. Little contact as Dana Grover gets by. Holy smokes, did you see that? That was a interesting little sequence of events. We'll take a look at the replay here. As Dana Grover goes down to the inside. Oh, Iglesias came down and a little bit of pace swapping right there. 88, Will Dunbar is trying to sneak through. Oh, Iglesias going down to the inside and a little paint swapping right there with the 88 car. The 88 gets through. Wow. A little chippy right now with that 22 car. Take a look at our race leader here, the 77, Paul Brown, now closing in on Will Dunbar, trying to put him a lap down. We are 39 laps in, not hearing any word about pit stops yet. Paul Brown, the leader, trying to put that 88 car a lap down. The 88 is the last car on the lead lap. The 88 does a little wave by, lets it go. That's just good racing etiquette right there. 77 is the leader. Got some good battling here. Chris Hughes in the 7 and the 22 of Jesus Iglesias. These guys side by side. They are both a lap down, but they're side by side racing for position. Then the 90, Todd Robillard, he's in the second spot. He's trying to get through this mess. Oh, he's giving that 22 a little bit of a shot right there. Again, these guys side by side racing for position, and Todd Robillard wants through. He is right behind Jesus Iglesias. This could get a little dangerous. The 90 gets through. It's running in the second position, actually the third position. Preston Hassel getting through. Dan Richter getting through. We got some great battling back here. Take a look at here, Jesus Iglesias. He has been battling. Chris Hughes was in this. Thiago Gomez was in this too. Take a look here as this 9X car, he's trying to get through this mess. And they're 3 wide right here. Look at this, 3 wide through the tri-oval. And the 9X gets through. As Iglesias might have made a little bit of contact with the wall. Lap traffic is a factor here tonight. Take a look at this, Dan Richter in the 65. Oh, man, Dan Richter threw that car down into the turn. And the 90 car does a great job of keeping off of him as Preston Hassel and Dan Richter both get by the 90. Todd Robillard. Fresher tires maybe winning out here. Those guys that save their tires a little bit, start to inch forward. Preston Hassel now up to the 3rd position. So looking at that 27 car, got a long run car ahead of him. Long run car here for Preston Hassel. We're 46 laps in. Tony Furtado indicating maybe he's going to be coming down pit lane here. Not sure, haven't heard too much here on the 90. I thought I heard his crew indicating something about a pit stop. 77 continuing to lead. I think Tony Furtado is on pit lane. Yes, he is. He's on pit lane in his pit stall. As 7, Chris Hughes, also on pit lane. Paul Brown is leading. Look at our side-by-side view here as Chris Hughes finishing up his pit stop. Chris Hughes finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. As Paul Brown continuing to lead. 77 coming down pit lane here as we see our race leader, Paul Brown, making a pit stop. As Craig Marizon stays out on track, and he's got a battle there with Dan Richter for the race lead. I'm not sure Craig Marizon actually led that lap. Now Dan Richter gets by, and he's going to be the new race leader. Dan Richter indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So the 65 making a pit stop here. I think Craig Marizon might be coming down pit lane as well. Claudio Bardelli Jr. now to the race lead. A whole lot of pit stops underway. There's a 91 making a pit stop. Jim Willis is our race leader here. We got a whole mess of cars on pit lane. Jim Willis in the 53. He says, hey man, I want to see a caution flag. This is a mess right now. 2X, Craig Marizon down below. Oh, well, that's going to get tight right there. 53 was stuck in the middle. He's on older tires, and this thing is getting crazy right here with green flag pit stops underway. Holy smokes. Jim Willis is the race leader. We got a whole mess of pit stops happening right now. Boy, I tell you what, that got interesting. 58 car still not made a pit stop. Paul Brown is in second now. He is 9 seconds back, and he has got fresh tires too. 88 on pit lane. So Will Dunbar on pit lane. You take a look at Will Dunbar making his pit stop in that 88 car. Jim Willis in the 53. Back out on track. There's the 88 car after making his pit stop. Jim Willis still has not pitted that car. Now coming down pit lane in that Black Rifle Coffee Company sponsor machine. With Jim Willis now making a pit stop. See that long slog right down pit lane. That's going to give the race lead back to Paul Brown as you see Will Dunbar rejoining the racing surface. So Paul Brown back to the race lead after pit stops have cycled around, and we've been caution-free 61 laps in here in the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series here at Richmond. Preston Hassel is in second. I'll tell you what, Preston Hassel in this 27 car, he and the 90 having a good battle here. This is for the second position. Preston Hassel having a good night here. He is having a great night in that 27. He's down below the 88 car making a pass, and that AMD sponsored Ford Mustang looking pretty solid here tonight, but he's got that 90 of Todd Robillard, who loves this track. On his heels, looking out of the back of Preston Hassel's machine. You see Todd Robillard right there, all over the back of him. Will Dunbar in this mix. Now Will Dunbar is running in the 15th position. He's 2 laps down. 27, Preston Hassel is in second. Great battle here. So pit stops have cycled around. 64 laps in, and we've been caution free. Look at this, good battle here. Dana Grover. 2X machine there as 2X getting by. Now that's not a battle for position. The 2X is Craig Marizon getting by the 8X machine. Take a look at there as the 65, Dan Ricker, also getting by. Take a look at Tony Furtado here in this 9 car. Good to see him back into sim racing, man. He's been with High Octane Racing League for a long, long time. And I'll tell you, we go back to probably at least the mid-2000s. Really, about 2005-ish, maybe 2003. As far back as that. And I'll tell you, this guy has gotten back in, and he is all in now. So driving this Valvoline sponsor machine. Found out something very interesting from Tony. I've known him for a long time, and really, and I learned last week that he speaks fluent Portuguese. How about that, huh? Love that. That'll come in handy. We've got a lot of Brazilian drivers here, so he can help do some chatting. 22 of Jesus Iglesias. Will Dunbar here battling it out. That Orange Crush sponsor machine now below that Salesforce sponsor number 88 car. A couple Camaros here battling it out now. Jesus picking up the 15th spot in that 22 car. Paul Brown is the leader in this 77. He likes this track. He's got almost a 6.5 second lead over P2. Remember, Preston Hassel was strong late in the run. Now Tim Lansbury here in this 82 car. He's running in the 8th position. Just behind him is Ed Palumbo in 9th. Right now, Tim Lansbury about 16.5 seconds off the race lead. Closing in on Sean Jacobs. Sean Jacobs in the 24. Western Auto sponsor machine, one of our Pennsylvania drivers. Blair Eckenbarger here joining us in the chat session. How about that? Get a chance to check my chat too much, but Blair Eckenbarger coming in. Maybe we get to refresh the chat, so I had to delete some spam messages. There we go. Refreshing the chat a little bit. Move that up. There we go. So good to see Claire. Hopefully she is enjoying her spring break. Claire to do some artsy-fartsy stuff for me on the broadcast overlays and so forth. 24, Sean Jacobs running in 7th. We got a good battle here, man. Craig Marizon now closing in on these guys. He's running in the 4th position. He's closing in on Todd Robillard. On board here with Craig Marizon in the 2X machine. Todd Robillard in the 90. That Freightliner sponsor machine, one of our Rhode Island drivers. Craig Marizon. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. That 90 is starting to look on that low side. We've been caution-free. This track is tough, and I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that we have been caution-free. Figured we'd have one by now. One guy out of the race, and as Gilmar Peixoto looks like he's actually lost his connection. That's a shame for Gilmar. 9X car, Thiago Gomez and Chris Hughes here battling it out. Thiago Gomez in this 9X down to the inside, trying to take the spot away. Chris Hughes and get the 13th position, and he does. Chris Hughes now back to 14th spot. This 7 car. Showing a lot of talent, man. A lot of racing, good racing IQ out of the 7. Tony Furtado there trying to get through. Tony actually running in the 10th position. Givaldo Spindola in the 68 car, 3 laps down, getting by the 7 car, not for position, just position on the track. So, Givaldo picking up a position on the track, not on the grid, but 68 maybe looking to make some noise here on fuel mileage. He's going to have to have a little caution flag or a couple of caution flags to see if he can't get back on the lead lap. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54 car. Mellow yellow sponsor machine running in the 9th position. Good top 10 run here for this guy, and I know he's not happy with that. He wants to get that top 5, maybe start competing for a win. Still got quite a few laps here left to go, 80 laps in, and just past halfway. 70 laps to go. And Palumbo running in the 9th position. Preston Hassel trying to weave his way through lap traffic. And I think I just saw that 90 car making some contact with the wall. 2X. Frank Marizon down to the inside. And now here we go again as Todd Rublard finds himself behind lap traffic up on the high line. Really nowhere for Givaldo to go. He's letting those guys go by on the low side. And they were too wide behind him for racing for position. Oh, the 9 car spin. 9 car spins. As the 9 car comes around. Oh, and the 8X. Excuse me, the 9X makes contact. Did not see him. 88 makes contact. Oh, my heavens, man. We're just talking about caution flags. Blame it on me. As the 9 came around. First caution flag of the night, and it is a doozy. Here on lap 83. Take a look and see what happened here as the 9X, he just got loose. He tried to check up, I think. He was just trying to keep from getting into the back of Givaldo Spindola, and he hit the brakes, and then the 8X just absolutely annihilates him. He didn't see it. And Will Dunbar, he's going to come around and get in. Oh, look at that, man. Dan Richard does a good job. But 88 just absolutely annihilates the 9X car. Take a look at Dana's point of view. Dana's right here as you see. Can't really see this transpire. He just cannot see what's coming on here. Right here, and then the 9 car, out in front of him. And then Will Dunbar is absolutely going to just clobber this 8X car. Oh, right there. More contact. That 88 car, Will Dunbar. He has no idea, I think, that there's some cars in front of him in the middle of the track, and he's going to come around here and I think absolutely annihilate. Take a look here as Will Dunbar. He just didn't know, man. Came around, and this is a pretty significant amount of time after the wreck transpired, and he comes around, and then right there's nowhere for him to go as he ends up making contact with the 8X machine. So it looked like Tony had just got on the brakes right there, and the car just breaks loose on him. Breaks loose, and he's trying to catch it, and it gets into the inside wall. Not a big deal there, but kind of not great timing on trying to get this thing spun back around, and here's where it all heck breaks loose right there. We're under our first yellow flag. And that was a doozy. Took out about 3 cars, I believe. We're getting to 1 to go here. So we're getting to one to go. Preston Hassel is the race leader, so we're getting some guys come back around, maybe doing some wave around stuff. He's getting one of the laps back, maybe. Preston Hassel, the race leader, is going to start on the inside line. Craig Marzon is up on the outside line. It's interesting. Paul Brown back in the 5th position after pit stops. He's going to have some work to do here. Now, this is what scares me, man. We've got a caution flag. We've got bucked everybody back up. Slick track. A couple damaged cars. And here we go. Back to green. Over gets a penalty. Not sure what that was for, but have to take a look at that penalty. As Preston Hassel to the lead there, as Craig Marzon is in second, Todd Robillard third. Dan Richter is in the 4th position, and it is slick right now. These guys talking about how hard this car is to handle here on this restart. A little bit cold tires here because you just got those tires changed under caution. Now you've got a lot of rubber here down on the track. Looking out of the back of our race leader's machine. Preston Hassel in this AMD Ryzen Pennzoil sponsor machine. Now look at this battle for the 2nd position. Todd Robillard and Craig Marzon. Oh, little pace swapping right there. Little pace swapping. 90 car leaning on that 2X a little bit. Great battle here for the 2nd position. On board here with Craig Marzon. Todd Robillard clears the 2X machine. Craig Marzon now back to 3rd. He's going down to the inside line, going to try to get that spot back. 90 up to the outside line. He's going to try to get around Preston Hassel now. Oh, it drifts up there on him. Todd Robillard got into the wall as it drifted up and does not give up a position. He's still out there. Up in the marbles. And now the 2X down below, going to try to pull off this pass. Dan Richter's got a ringside seat for this one. Take a look at Dan Richter's machine as that 2X and the 90 fight for position. Preston Hassel with these guys side by side, not able to run away from him. Robillard holding on to that spot. Great clean battle there between Dan Richter and Todd Robillard. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in this 82 car. Now behind the 54 of Ed Palumbo. Tim Lansbury running in the 8th position. Ed Palumbo is in 7th. 96 laps in. Ed Palumbo, you see the back end of that car getting a little squirrely there as he gets into the turn. Palumbo in his 54 trying to get around that 24 of Sean Jacobs. Nose to tail these guys are. Great racing here, man. A lot of fun, at least from my perspective. I bet these guys are having a blast. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in this 91 car. Now he's in the 9th position. He's a little bit back behind these guys. Got some lap cars in between he and that 8th position car of Tim Lansbury. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is 2.1 seconds out of P8. Paul Brown trying to get his way back to the front as we've got another battle there for the 2nd position. 2X down to the inside. Craig Marzon to the inside as Todd Robillard now gives up P2. Craig Marzon picks up that spot. Boy, I tell you what, he had to earn that. Absolutely had to fight his guts out. And now we've got Paul Brown inching down to the bottom side here, battling Dan Richter. Not able to hold it down as Dan Richter holds on to that spot on the outside. Start getting closer to the front. These cars get harder and harder to pass. 24, Sean Jacobs here trying to inch up on these guys as well. 54, Ed Palumbo, look at this nose to tail here. Great battling up front. Great drivers here as well. Very skilled drivers here as this 27 continuing to lead. This would be a huge win for him. He has got a 1-point lead in the points standings. In tonight's race and next week at Kansas, he's got a chance of winning a championship in the Buschwackers series. Won a championship earlier this year in the, actually I should say last year, late last year in the Saturday Night Thunder series. He would like to get one here in this Buschwackers series. 2X, Craig Barazan, all over the back of him right now. Take a look at Jim Willis here in this 53 car. He's got a good top 10 run here going. Behind him is Tony Furtado. Now Tony is a 1 lap down. Jim Willis is the last car on the lead lap. Jim Willis in that 53 car, down below the 7 of Chris Hughes. Now Chris Hughes off the pace there just a little bit, running in the 2 laps down in the 7 car. As you see Tony Furtado in the 9 getting by. Now Tony Furtado is in the lucky dog position. He is 1 lap down, but this thing has a green flag feel here to it. What, man, Paul Brown had to work on this 65 car a little while before pulling off this pass, but he does, and he gets by the 65 of Dan Richter. So now Paul Brown up to the 4th position. Dan Richter is back to 5th. That 77 car had to use some tires up trying to get around this 65. 5 doing a great job holding that outside line. Paul Brown took him a couple laps to pull off that pass. 24, Sean Jacobs in this mix as well. See Richter now going down to the inside, giving Sean Jacobs that outside line, but a little bit different strategy here coming off the turn, however. Through the tri-oval. A big D-shaped track. I shouldn't say a big D-shaped track. 3/4 of a mile D-shaped track, and it really, for me, when I've been out here, it feels like after you come off turn 4, you never stop turning until you get on the back stretch. You're going through the front stretch and through turn 1, continuously turning that wheel. Look at this, the 90 starting to make some moves. He's at the outside line here, trying to get around the 2X machine. So Todd Robillard, that Freightliner sponsor machine, he loves this track. He is good at this track, and he gets around Craig Barazan. Now, Barazan fought really hard to try to get around the 227 car. He got around the 90, and now the 90 reclaiming that spot. As you see Preston Hassel, the race leader, try to get around some lap traffic here. Dana Grover up on the outside, that Toyota. That 8X sponsor machine, I said 9X earlier, but that 8X sponsor machine, Dana Grover really showing a lot of race savvy here. Knowing exactly what you're supposed to do at these ovals. Getting up to the high line, communicating. And I tell you can tell Dana has had some racing experience. Excited to see Dana Grover out here. Always like to see new members, and I'll tell you, a lot of talent right there. You can tell, racing for a long time, and you can tell there's a lot of talent in this behind the wheel here, this 8X car. Craig Barazan and the 77 here battling it out. Craig Barazan and Paul Brown. Paul Brown on the inside line, 2X. Craig Barazan on the outside line. Great battle here as Paul Brown now weaves his way up to the 3rd position. Oh, my heavens. Did he? No, he didn't. He ended up losing that spot. That thing got loose. Did you see that? Paul Brown inched ahead, but that thing, he tried to, we'll take a look at the replay here. He tried to, clear the 2X car, but this thing looked like it broke loose on him. He's trying to catch this thing. Right there, he gets a little sideways coming off the turn, and the 2X gets back around. Wow. Out of the front of Dan Richter's machine. Watch this. Watch that 77 car just ahead. Watch, this car's going to get absolute cattywampus right here coming off the turn. Right there. Man, he's lucky he didn't get into the 2X car. Holy smokes. Look at the 9 of Tony Furtado. Paul Brown ends up getting back around that 2X, I believe. So Tony Furtado now trying to get around this 91. Claudio Bardelli Jr., this is not for position. Bardelli Jr. in the 91 car, he is in the 9th position. So Tiago Gomez coming up behind him as the 9, Tony Furtado, gets around him, not for position, but position on the track. John Jacobs here starting to make some moves here in this 24 car. 2X had gotten, he and Dan Richter were swapping spots there for a little bit. Now that 24 picks up a spot. He is up to the 5th spot. Dan Richter now back to 6th. Dan Richter may have a little bit shorter run car compared to some of these other guys. Bob Robillard indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So the 90 car peeling off the track to come down pit lane this time by. They're interesting here. '27 car continuing to lead. Good run here for him. 119 laps in, and Preston Hassel has the lead. And he is getting preyed upon right now by the 77 car, who is on the prowl, closing in. Oh, it's the 27 car may end up coming down pit lane. Yes, he does. So the 27 gives up that spot, now coming down pit lane. Preston Hassel making a pit stop, giving up the race lead. Paul Brown, the leader. He said he's coming down pit lane. So pit stops underway. 77, Paul Brown making a pit stop here on lap 121. Craig Bearzon following him down pit lane. Long, slow run down pit lane. Tim Lansbury is our race leader in this 82 car. Craig Bearzon on pit lane. I'm not sure why the driver widget is not working in this other view, but we did have an update to OBS today, so there may be some issues with that. You see the 2X coming back out on track after making pit stop. '82 Tim Lansbury, the race leader, and he's indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here. So green flag pit stops. We've had one caution flag. 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang to make it a pit stop after leading a few laps. That may give the race lead to the 91 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. as Lansbury making his pit stop. Chris Hughes making a pit stop as well. So Lansbury on pit lane. Bardelli Jr. leading the field. As you see the 82 Skyline Chili Ford Mustang exiting pit lane, coming back out on track as Bardelli Jr. leading the field. Bob Robillard now down to the inside. He is now back on the lead lap. Bardelli Jr., he's hoping for a caution flag. He wants to trap some of these guys a lap down as Dan Richter getting back on the lead lap. We have 4 cars on the lead lap. Preston Hassel. That 27 car, he is the first car 1 lap down. 77 of Paul Brown just behind him, running in the 6th position. Right now, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. Downside of this, the longer he stays out, the worse it's going to be for him. He's not going to be able to really get used to fresh tires, I don't think. Not going to have time to be able to make that spot or those positions up. Hitting out of sequence. Tony Furtado coming down pit lane. This 9-car Valvoline sponsor machine. This Camaro now on pit lane. Probably his final pit stop as well. Bardelli Jr. still out on the track. He wants a caution flag. He wants to trap some of these guys a lap down. Paul Brown and Craig Marizon here battling for position. Ed Palumbo in the 54 and Craig Marizon. Also Sean Jacobs in this mix. Great battle here, 20 laps to go. 54 car up on the high line, the 24 diving down to the low line. He's going to try to get around that 54. And Palumbo now, oh boy, they're tight coming off the turn. 54 and the 24. I saw that 54 in his front seat. These guys try to get around the 91 car. Bardelli Jr., the leader. These guys wanting to get around him. The 91 letting those guys go. And that wasn't easy. That was not easy. Dana Grover in the 8X machine. Dana made a pit stop here 6 laps down now. Had a, I think, a drive-through penalty had to serve. In a place like this, that is a killer because you do lose quite a few laps. 8X, nonetheless, doing a great job here tonight. Just got caught in an accident and then found himself a few laps down and then got that drive-through penalty. And I don't know what was going on with that. Maybe some field sorting issues on that caution flag. That got a little wild there. Take a look at this. 77, Preston Hassel and Preston Hassel in the 27 and the 77. Paul Brown here battling for position. Preston Hassel not ready to give up that spot. This is a great battle between the 77 and the 27. This is for the 4th spot, and I tell you what, that 27 car does not want to give up that spot. Paul Brown going to go to the high side here. Trying to figure out a way to get around this 27. This 27 is showing some muscle here tonight. He wants this win. He wants this championship. Bardelli Jr. still leading, but that lead is down to 12 seconds for him. Robillard is in 2nd. And Richter is 3rd. 137 laps in, and we are winding these laps down. And I wonder about Bardelli. Does he have enough fuel to be able to make it to the end? That's the question. I don't think he does, but he might be able to do a splash and go. But is that going to help him? Because, by the time he gets down pit lane, gets the fuel, comes back out, he's going to give up those spots. Bardelli Jr. gambling here a little bit. Late in this run, late in the race. Excuse me, I should say late in the race. Chris Hughes and Givaldo Spindola. Chris Hughes picking up a spot as I think Givaldo going to do a wave by there and let him go. Givaldo in that 68 car. Very track aware there and lets him go. That was for the 14th position. Chris Hughes now in P14. Oh, we got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag. We got a yellow flag late in this race, and that helps Claudio Bardelli Jr. out, that's for sure. That's for sure. Bardelli Jr. wanted to see that yellow flag. He just wanted to see it a little bit earlier. word that maybe the 8X might have come around. Dana Grover. Take a look at the replay. Take a look at that Dana Grover on the inside of Ed Palumbo. Comes up, gets into the 54 a little bit, and then spins. Doesn't cause anybody else any problems. Just a really kind of a self spin right there. Backs it into the wall. Dana Grover, that's a tough deal right there. As you're down on this inside and you're trying to get up the track here. And coming off the turn into the 54 car. Tim Lansbury had a ringside seat to that. Take a look out of the front of Tim Lansbury's machine right there, and you see that 8X just drifting up the track there a little bit. That's almost kind of the line you got to run when you come off the turn. On board here with, on board with the 8X machine. Go back to live as under our second caution flag as we got some guys coming down pit lane. Preston Hassel on pit lane in that 27 car, giving up some track position now. Not what you wanted to see. 27 car took a ton of time on pit lane. Ardelli Jr. hits and gets back out in the lead. All right, 1 to go. Ardelli Jr. has elected to go to the inside, and we got a sprint to the finish. All give, no take on this one. 77 to the outside. Preston Hassel did not want to see that, man. He's now back in the 7th position. Going to start on the inside. 91 car, Claudio Bardelli Jr. wanted to see that caution flag. This has been a huge break for the 91. So here we go. Dash to the finish. Oh, the 91 did not get a great start right there. The 2X, Craig Bearzon behind him. Paul Brown gets ahead as the 91 did not get off to a great start. The 91 now going to lose a position. 90 going to try to get by. Paul Brown now takes the race leads. The 91 now got to hold off that 90 car. The 77 got a great restart. Oh my heavens, man. Roble out there trying to get by. They are racing their guts out behind him. Tim Lansbury and the 24 of Sean Jacobs. Side by side, 54 and Palumbo in this mix. It is all go right now. Paul Brown extending that lead. 3 laps to go, 2.5 laps, I should say. Paul Brown in the 77 car. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 2 laps to go. Sean Jacobs and Tim Lansbury, they're battling it out. Good side-by-side battle right there. Oh, Lansbury in the wall. 54 made some contact as well. 27 in the 54. Paul Brown's got 1 lap to go. A little bit of lap traffic in the way, maybe. 53, Jim Willis in the way. He's going to get down out of the way. Let these guys race it out. The 77, Paul Brown. Up front when he needed to be. And he's going to get the race win here at Richmond. Oh, my heavens. What a race here at Richmond. So the 77, Paul Brown, gets the win here at Richmond. Gonna let those guys go by. So congratulations to the 77 on getting the race win here at Richmond. What a great race. So Paul Brown gets the win, and that's 2 in a row for him, I believe. Let's take a look at the final results. Let's take a look at the results there. Paul Brown gets the win. Claudio Bardelli Jr. holds on for a second-place finish. Todd Robillard finishes in 3rd. Craig Marizon 4th. Dan Richter finishes in the 5th position. Sean Jacobs 6th. Tim Lansbury 7th. And Ed Palumbo 8th. Preston Hassel finishes in the 9th position. And I know he is beside himself right now. Tony Furtado finishes in the 10th position. How about that? Battling back and finishing in P10. Jesus Iglesias in the 22 finishes in the 11th spot. Thiago Gomez finishes in 12th. Chris Hughes finishes in the 13th position. Jim Willis 14th. Givaldo Spindola finishes in the 15th position. Dana Grover in his first race out finishes in 16th. And I don't think that finish right there is reflective of how good a race Dana Grover ran. Really does show a lot of skill there. So very impressed with a brand new driver. Finishing the 16th position. Definitely not reflective of the race that he ran tonight. Will Dunbar finishes in 17th. And in 18th is Gilmar Peixoto. So congratulations to Paul Brown. Sorry it's such a dark screenshot there, but that's the way it goes. Congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the win, and did a great job for him here under the lights at Richmond. We'll see if we can't get Paul Brown up in the booth with us to have a chat. All right, we'll see if we can't get Paul Brown up here in the booth with us. Have a chat. All right. We're joined up here in the booth with Paul Brown, and man, that was a fun race to watch, and I bet it was a fun race to drive tonight too.
Sure was. It was a lot of door-to-door and hard to pass. It was good stuff.
And not the track you really think of when you think, man, we're going to have a caution fest here tonight, especially with 18 drivers. But man, that was a fantastic race. I know you had to be a little bit worried there, maybe until that caution flag came back out.
At the end, yeah, I wasn't going to get caught back up. I was going to be 4th or 5th place. But yeah, the caution count was really low. That was awesome.
You had a good battle there with Preston Hassel late in a run, too. Talk about what it was like to try to get around somebody. I know Preston's vying for a championship, and he wanted to stay out there, and the certain caution flag didn't help him at all, judging from the pit stop, where he was after that pit stop there. But talk about what it was like to race him side by side.
Yeah, Preston's great. He's a good racer. I could have, if I could have cleared him, I could have got him, but I didn't want to nudge him, bump him either, because he was leading the championship. So it's a lot of give and take.
And the talent level we saw here in the race tonight up front. I mean, you had Claudio and Todd and Craig, Dan, Sean, Tim, Ed. I mean, Preston Hassel. Look at that. That crew there in the top 9. Tony Furtado had a tough break there. He finished in the 10th position, but we had a very talented group of guys up in that top 10.
Sure did. Lots of fun. Guys did really well.
Well, next week we got Kansas to finish out the season, and that is balls to the wall too, I think. How do you feel about that mile and a halfer?
Yeah, Kansas will be fun. That's more of a high line track as your tires wear. You can make some passes down low early on, and yeah, it should be fun.
Sometimes you got to have a little luck on your side tonight. You had your car up front where you needed to be all night, but a little luck there on that late race caution flag. Great pit stop for you, and got up front, and maybe a little bit bad restart for the gentleman you were racing side by side with. Bardelli Jr. didn't have a very good start, and that helped you out as well.
Yes, Claudio did not practice his drag racing today. But yeah, I thought for sure I was going to lose that one. Yeah, somebody's eventually going to beat me there, right?
Absolutely, yeah. All right. Maybe I got to get in the car. No way.
Come on.
Hey, congratulations, man. Good to see the 77 back in victory lane, and enjoy. And I'll be down there to chat with you in a little bit.
Thanks, Heath.
It's Paul Brown joining us up here in the booth. Another win for the 77 crew, and hard to beat him, man. I mean, he's got it figured out, and sometimes a little luck on his side too, as we saw tonight. A little luck on his side with that late race caution flag and the bad restart with the 91 car. Well, we got some more great racing headed your way this weekend. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be at Watkins Glen, a little road course action in the 2018 X Mod. Race number 5 in that Saturday Showdown series. And this has been a great one, man. Got a lot of overseas drivers who race with us in this, and there are a lot of road course racing out of those guys. And now we're going to put those two things together. Our love for stock cars and some road course action. And this is going to be a fantastic one. 40-lap race from Watkins Glen. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. You do not want to miss it. The Saturday Night Thunder will be coming up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. if you want to get out and beat up on me because I, talked bad about you on the broadcast, or I didn't mention your name, or didn't focus on your car, or you want to come out and just join us. Let's beat up the broadcaster tonight. I get out of the broadcast booth and get in the car and mix it up with the best and see if I can't earn a little bragging rights. It's race number 7 in this great series. This is the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Cars. That's coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 120 laps from Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's Hot Atlanta in the Saturday Night Thunder. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Perfect for rFactor 2 if you want a self-managed server. You want to host your website or your online store. please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. That's who hosted our race tonight. And our website at highoctaneracing.net. If you'd like to join us here in our Discord channel, there's a quick link to the Discord address on our website, highoctaneracing.net. You'll get current point standings, screenshots, quick link to TurnLeftTV so you can see replays of the race and also see what guys are running throughout the times. Good way to get a hold of us, too. Contact us through highoctaneracing.net. I want to say thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Man, that was a fun race to watch. What I say, man, I thought turn one was going to be a bad one, but these guys did a great job, man. I tell you, that was we had 3 caution flags, and it was a fantastic race. A very tough track. So thanks for coming in. Please hit that subscribe button. It's right there. Just give it a little tickle. Peace to everybody out there. Hit the thumbs up button as well. And click on those links in the description of this race and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks for coming in. I always appreciate folks coming in here and joining me in the in TurnLeftTV and watching the races. Let me know they were here and share my videos with your friends. That's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeftTV. You know what that means. I am out of here.